Hello, friends and family of the great city of El Dorado. Guess what time it is?
Hammer time?
Huh? No.
Oh, well, I guess that means it's time for Campus Edge.
You really thought... Never mind, let's introduce ourselves.
Hello, everyone. I know you were expecting Dom and Carolina, but, they...
Had to take a vacation to Siberia.
Siberia?
Yes, Siberia.
All right, well, I'm Anita Martinez.
And I'm Brian Harden. We'll be your new Campus Edge hosts until Carolina and Dom get back from vacation.
Well, in the meantime, we'll be looking at a piece on a hot new place for hardcore gamers.
Followed by what all goes on behind the scenes of a movie theater.
We also get a chance to see a firearm safety tutorial.
Then a piece on what expectations students have of Butler.
And last but not least, a piece on students who came to Butler from out of state.
All that and more on Campus Edge.
I like to play video games in my spare time. Do you?
Of course, I love to. I just wish I could get out more than just a controller or a motion-activated camera.
Well, I've heard of this place called Sharkfire Gaming.
No, I think it's called...
Fire Shark Gaming, I remember.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that's the place. Let's check the place out.
Hey guys, my name's Campus Edge reporter David Dellinger, and I'm at the new Wichita Gaming Center, Fire Shark Gaming. Let's go.
Fire Shark Gaming is a new video game hub on the corner of 21st and Greenwich in Wichita that focuses on immersive gaming. It isn't your average place to go and play video games though, as they are incorporating a new style of experiencing electronic gaming as a whole. Being a mix of All-Star Sports and Battle Stations Gaming, Fire Shark has created their very own game. Players go into a 30x40 room, each armed with a tablet controller. With the game being projected on all surfaces of the room, the scene is extremely amazing to behold. In their game Mech Mayhem, each person is assigned a robot fighter, and proceeds to duel it out amongst themselves. With me today are two Fire Shark elites, Colin and Rafi. They explain to me what it means to be a Fire Shark gamer.
So basically Fire Shark Gaming is this new kind of interactive gaming system that we have. Instead of, you holding a controller and playing, looking at one screen, you're actually in the game, you're kind of like following your character behind as he moves through the maps and stuff and plays. And so what it really aims to do is put you in the game so you feel like you're a part of it instead of just playing it and seeing it on a screen.
The thing behind Fire Shark is immersive gaming theater, where it's not just like where you're playing in front of a screen, a console. You're actually fully immersed, where we have the screens all around you on the floor. It's a social gaming environment as well, so it's not just by yourself. I like to equate it to like the 80s when you go into an arcade and you played, where you had someone next to you playing with you, so it was more of a social gaming experience. It's a lot different experience when you're with somebody playing with them, opposed to playing with them online. Seeing that facial expression as somebody that just got beat up or is just blown away, and it's just a way different experience than actually doing something online.
Not only is Fire Shark a place for casual gaming with friends, it is also a fun scene for birthday parties and adults.
We've done a Smash Bros tournament. We do tea nights every Saturday. Friday night we have an adult night, which is BYOB.
I think most of the kids who love it are, kind of that teenage area or even younger, like even in middle school or elementary school, those kids, they come in here for birthday parties and they're super stoked about it, super happy and excited.
With Fire Shark creating their own unique style of gaming, it will be interesting to see how the business grows over the next few years.
I think eventually, yeah, more games and more places like this are going to open up once, the technology is like trademarked out or something like that, once they get a hold of it. But yeah, right now it's kind of difficult because people will come in and they, want to know about what it is before they play it. So they have no idea what we really offer until they step in and do it for themselves. So yeah, it's definitely difficult to get people in, but in the future, this is definitely going to be mainstream.
For Campus Edge, I'm reporter David Dellinger.
Do you think you'd go check it out?
Yeah, it looks to be a lot of fun, honestly.
I think it would be, I would own all those noobs. I'm the king of gaming.
Have you played Mortal Kombat?
Yes, why?
Oh, okay then. We can play later.
Oh, wait, I think I've heard stories about that.
No, you didn't. Well, are you an avid movie watcher?
I'd say I'm pretty neutral. Yourself?
Well, I love them, but I can't find a theater that's close by here.
You know there's one here, right? Good thing we have a piece on it. Let's roll, guy.
I'm Campus Edge reporter Dominic Ebersole, and we're here at Central 6 to take a look at what actually happens inside a theater. Let's go inside and find out.
Lights, camera, and action. All three things needed to create a movie, but what goes into showing movies in a theater? Well, Rachel Rowland, who is a shift manager at Central 6, tried to help explain the magic. What one has to understand is nowadays, movie projectors aren't what they used to be. Here's Rachel to explain the modern projector.
They're all digital and automated, so once we build the movies up there and they get sent to the projector, it's all like time-based pretty much, and they run automatically.
After talking with Miss Rowland for a bit, I became curious to what her favorite movie was and why.
Probably Pride and Prejudice. I like period pieces and whatnot. So. Probably my favorite movie showing to have worked was actually when we had Frozen and the new Catching Fire, because it kept us super busy. We were selling out all the time, and so it was fun to work.
After hearing all of this, I became interested in how exactly Central 6 makes its profit, and maybe answer the question, why are concession stands so expensive? Well, luckily, Rachel had an answer for this.
Usually the ticket sales only cover enough to like make up for the use of the movie and that sort of thing, and then yeah, he makes all of his money in the concessions.
The he that Rachel is referring to is Brian Mitchell, who owns 13 locations currently across 6 different states. Then I began to wonder, what goes into deciding which movies go to which theaters?
I believe it's the movie people. They get to choose, they choose what kind of theaters their movie goes to. So like some of them do like theaters with only 8 or more screens, get this movie, and so it just sort of depends. And then after all that's kind of watered down from the leftover movies, we get to pick what movies we get. If it's a big movie, we, have to prep a lot in concessions, make sure everything's very well stocked, and that's about it. There's not a lot to it.
Luckily, the theater also has something to offer our fellow Butler students.
Butler students with their ID get a whole $1 off, so that's cool. And then, we have like our regular child prices and senior prices and whatnot, but that's about it.
For BCTV 20, I'm Dominic Ebersole, and that's what it looks like behind the scenes of a movie theater. Let's take it back to the studio.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break. If you change the channel, you'll regret it.
It's that time. Time for caffeine. Time to remember why I'm up at this hour. Training and preparing for when things heat up. So when that alarm goes off, I'll be there to help. Everything I'm doing today is going to make all the difference for tomorrow.
At Butler Community College, your tomorrow is closer than you think. Enroll now for classes. Butler Community College. Let's take tomorrow.
Time to think about dinner, and I haven't even eaten breakfast yet. It takes a lot of passion to make the perfect meal. But today is one day closer to becoming a chef and owning my own restaurant. It's going to be a great day and an even better tomorrow.
At Butler Community College, your tomorrow is closer than you think. Enroll now for classes. Butler Community College. Let's take tomorrow.
Welcome back, everyone. My movie fix has a solution now.
I guess that's good. Just make sure you still go to class.
I'll still show up to class. Maybe.
Hey, you're hurting your grade, not mine.
Thanks for that, Captain Obvious.
You're so funny, haha.
Cheer up, Brian. But did you know what to expect when you were coming to Butler?
I don't want to talk about it.
It's okay. I won't tell anyone.
But we're on... Oh, what the heck. I thought it would be a lot of partying and girls, okay?
Really? Well, maybe you should hear from others, so maybe it'll make you feel a little bit better about it. Let's see it.
Good afternoon. I'm Steven Steinbacher with BCTV 20, and today we'll be talking about student expectations versus reality.
Expectations is the people here more like family instead of just normal college people. And your professors are, you like one-on-one with them in your classes instead of in a group like you are in high school.
I kind of felt like it was going to be like a summer camp. It would kind of feel like that, like being away from home. But once I got here, it actually feels really homey. I feel like I fit in pretty well.
Expected it to be big. I expected to know everyone though, because that's what I know everyone back in my hometown, but I don't know everyone here, so that was kind of a surprise. The classes are pretty small. I have friends that go to universities and they talk about how big they are, so I like how you can get like one-on-one attention if you need it, and I feel like if I was in a bigger school or anything, like I wouldn't be able to get that.
I live in Cummins Hall, and I really love it. Like, living on campus, I think, is definitely, like, the best decision that I made. It helps a lot with, like, getting to class on time, and then, like, also, like, making friends at school. It helps a lot with that.
I didn't expect them to be as nice as they are, honestly. I kind of felt like they would be smaller than they are, but I actually really like them. They're really nice.
I like being in this apartment. It's pretty nice. This is where all my friends are, and everyone's pretty friendly here. I know a lot of people, and we get along. I haven't really had any issues, and it's just pretty chill.
I live in Wichita. The commute is about 25 to 30 minutes every day.
I buy my own food at the store. I try to eat pretty healthy. I haven't utilized the caf, but I heard it's pretty good here.
Macaroni and cheese. I eat macaroni and cheese every day in my dorm room. Every day.
Well, I guess that makes me feel even worse than before.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Do you like to hunt?
No.
Well, do you like to play FPS games?
Of course, those are the best. Man, I remember staying up 48 hours straight playing Modern Warfare 3. That's my favorite.
What's your favorite layout?
Sniper with a shotgun is my secondary. I had a few Moabs with that layout.
That's crazy. You're a noob. But a lot of people who go hunting will use those same weapons, so you might have more in common with it than you think.
It'd be cool to learn how to use those, but I don't have a hunting license though.
Well, I think Sandra will have you covered with this piece on hunting safety.
What are we waiting on? Let's go, people.
My name is Gene Maggard. I am the coordinating hunter education instructor for these classes that are held here in the 4-H building in El Dorado. Well, I do the introduction, principles of wildlife management sometimes. I teach hunter ethics sometimes, the care and cleaning of wild game, and so I can teach any of the classes. Age groups that take hunter safety, age 11 to 18 or 19, and we are seeing increasing amounts of women and adults taking the class, particularly young women in their 20s or maybe their 30s. Much higher percentage than what we used to. There are 5 different actions that are covered that can be encountered whenever a person is getting ready to hunt, and both rifles and shotguns. That would be auto-loading guns, pump-action guns, lever-action guns, break-open type guns, and let's see, that's 4. What's number 5? Bolt action, that's number 5. The single most important thing to learn, besides learning how to hunt safely, of course, that's got to be number 1, is hunting ethically. Providing a good, positive image of hunters to the general public. That is really critical to the future of hunting. It's important for hunters to be able to hunt safely and not have accidents, because both for their own protection and the protection of those around them, but if hunters are having a lot of accidents, it presents a very negative image to the general public. Without the support of the general public, hunting rights privileges will go away.
I'm Steve Byers. I'm a hunter instructor for the state of Kansas. Most important thing to remember while out hunting is muzzle control of your gun. If you have control of it, nothing bad can happen. I think everybody should take this course. It has a lot of information, not just because of hunting, but kind of helped a little bit on gun handling. We don't teach everything, but we try to make sure everybody gets to go home right. My main thing is anybody that comes down here to this course, I teach a safe gun handling. And I would like people to understand that whether you hunt or just have firearms at home, that we can help you with maintaining and keeping a safe residence.
My name is Craig Lawrence, and I'm currently the store manager here at the El Dorado Ace Hardware store. We see a lot of different age groups, as well as male and female hunters and fishermen that come through our stores. A year ago, I had a gentleman who come in and get some turkey license, and he was 87 years old. We sell a lot of hunting clothes out there, gun cleaning supplies. We also sell ammunition. I have hunted before. I've hunted pheasant up north. Hunter safety program is important to the youth, making sure that they understand the responsibility of being able to handle a gun.
This is Campus Edge reporter Saundra Smith for BCTV 20. Back to the studio.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this commercial break. You can always pause the game when we come back.
It's that time. Time for caffeine. Time to remember why I'm up at this hour. Training and preparing for when things heat up. So when that alarm goes off, I'll be there to help. Everything I'm doing today is going to make all the difference for tomorrow.
At Butler Community College, your tomorrow is closer than you think. Enroll now for classes. Butler Community College. Let's take tomorrow.
Time to think about dinner, and I haven't even eaten breakfast yet. It takes a lot of passion to make the perfect meal. But today is one day closer to becoming a chef and owning my own restaurant. It's going to be a great day and an even better tomorrow.
At Butler Community College, your tomorrow is closer than you think. Enroll now for classes. Butler Community College. Let's take tomorrow.
That was pretty informative. I liked it.
I thought you would once you got a chance to see it.
Yeah, well, I think our time is closing soon.
I know. How do you think we did?
I think we'll let the viewers be the judge of that, right, everyone?
That's fair, but I think we have one more piece.
Oh, true. Well, what is it?
I'm pretty sure we will get a chance to meet some students from outside of Kansas and learn why they came here.
You sure?
We will never know until the piece plays. Surprise us!
Butler, known locally for its education, reasonable tuition, and scholarship opportunities, is not only Kansas exclusive, it has people from all around the nation. We took a little insight in just some of these national students and why they came to Butler.
I am from Sugarland, Texas. Initially, I came here for my little brother. Then we decided to go to school. And Butler was one of the main colleges that was on my brother's mind. So I looked into it with him, and I decided to go here as well, just to get my basics and my general education out of the way. What made me come to Butler was mainly my brother is from here, grew up down here, and so he kind of recommended it, and this is where he was going to go, and I kind of wanted to be with him. What I like about Butler is I like the spirit, you know. Being back in Sugarland, it's close to Houston. It's basically like a jump, skip, and a hop. It's like kind of like Wichita to Andover. It kind of reminds me of home. It's a lot smaller, but it just like this spirit and stuff is really all about the school and all about helping each other.
The town I grew up in was Clay Center, and then moved to Giltner around my high school, but you know, it's a small town in Nebraska. I don't really have much of a major. I'm looking to get my gen eds down and really understand what I want to do. I've got it narrowed down to a couple areas, just journalism, music performance, and entrepreneurship, and just trying to find out where I should go, because you know, those are kind of opposite ends, so see what really fits me the most before I dive in. I love Butler. Like, I mean, coming from Nebraska, it wasn't even a contest. I mean, there are some great universities and some great colleges in Nebraska, but just some amazing things that go on here in Butler with just the arts. And I know it's a community college, but it never acts like one, and I think that's just really inspiring. The people are a little different, just everybody's still friendly because it's the Midwest, and everything's still kind of easygoing, you know, because it's the Midwest. I'm used to people yelling at football games more just because it's Cornhuskers and we don't have a professional team, so we need something to yell for. Other than that, I mean, they're pretty similar elements in themselves. I love Kansas and it feels like home here, so it's just all been a great experience coming here. I came here and I got to perform on that stage out there, and I got to talk to all the people like Miss Mack and everybody in the fine arts department just bring in, and it just felt great to know that there are people out there that care as much about music and fine arts as I did, and just gave me an entirely different flavor about music in general, and I knew I needed to fulfill that here.
I'm from Elizabeth City, North Carolina. My major is animal science, hopefully going to go into the reproduction and genetics side of things after I work on getting my general eds. I'm at Butler because I got offered a good scholarship to come here and be a part of their livestock judging program, and I care for my academics and schoolwork, and I felt like this was a great place to be. What do I like? I don't know, I like a lot of things. You know, the teachers and faculty and all are really good people, and I really enjoy the campus. I don't know, the parking lot could be bigger, so I don't have to walk across campus, but no, I like the academics and the teachers.
I'm from Groover, Texas. I'm at Butler because I'm on the livestock judging team. I came here for a judging scholarship. I liked it. Obviously, Butler's cheap. Most of the classes are smaller. The teachers are pretty helpful. And I met some good friends here. Well, I'm from Texas, so obviously that's the greatest state in the country, and it's a little hard adjusting in Kansas, but I like it here.
I'm from Vienna, Georgia. I have an undecided major. I came to Butler to play football and to get an education. At Butler, the teachers help you when you need help, and it's a good place to call home. At Butler, football is different from high school. People are bigger, faster, and the coaches help you get bigger, stronger. And at Butler, it's a good chance of going to the Division I school for football. I had a cousin that came here in 2010. He told me that Butler was a good school to come to. So I came.
Now that you know Butler isn't just locally exclusive, we do offer education for everyone in the United States, and many majors including those introduced today. I'm Michael Sullivan, Campus Ed reporter. Now back to the studio.
Well, that was a cool piece. I didn't know that many students were from out of state.
Me either. It's refreshing to see how people from all over come to one place to get an education.
Right. First, we saw a gaming place called Fireshark Gaming.
Then we got to go behind the scenes of the Central 6 movie theater.
Followed by student expectations here at Butler.
An introduction to El Dorado hunting safety.
And then a look at some students from all across the nation.
In the meantime, check out the reruns of this show weekdays at 11 a.m. or last week's show at 6:30 p.m. on BCTV Channel 20.
Or you can check them all out on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/user/ButlerRAC.
This has been
the Campus
Edge.
That was really bad. That was horrible. Is that all of the link?
I think it says Butler Radio TV.
Okay, it just
it's cut off. But
I didn't have it memorized.
Okay, it's Butler Radio TV.
Okay, yeah, I got that. It's cut off. I'll remember that.
We got this.
Butler Radio TV.
So we're gonna reshoot that.
Okay. Well, that was a cool piece. I didn't know that many students were from out of state.
Me either. It's refreshing to see how people from all over come to one place to get an education.
Right. First, we saw a new gaming place called Fireshark Gaming.
Then we got to go behind the scenes of the Central 6 movie theater.
Followed by student expectations here at Butler.
And an introduction to El Dorado hunting safety.
And then a look at some students from all across the nation.
In the meantime, check out the reruns of the show weekdays at 11 a.m. or last week's show at 6:30 p.m. on BCTV Channel 20.
Or you can check them all out on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/user/ButlerRadioTV.
This has been
The Campus Edge.